see how they come out. It looks like it will be Nathan Barry in front in the real culprit. Nothing between himself and also Bad Influence. Very quick little boat there, the Bad Influence, and dropping off the back at the moment. Chris Mosley and as they head into the
So we got the real culprit on the inside. Bad Influence all getting very close there. Bad Influence keeping into his pole position in pole lane. But the real culprit now back under full acceleration down the front straight away. But it looks as though Bad Influence is being able to get the power down and keep the boat under control.
to go and all done on time, so going just had a bit of just lapping
yeah, so the yellow flag out. The boat unfinished business still yet to take the yellow flag, so some issues in that unable to run a full race pace. Looks as though Chris Mosley's pulling to the inside of the course and most likely switch it off as the caution flags go out on the course. But at the final straightaway, we got Daryl Quinn in Bad Influence, who's the clean pair of heels so far. Just being careful as he goes past a stalled boat. Chicken flag in front does Daryl Quinn, Nathan Barry in the culprit second, and unfinished business fires back to get across the line to register a race finish. So as we saw, some kind of problem or some kind of issue there for Chris Pugsley at the wheel of unfinished business, but the good image is that it fired up and got across the line under its own power. So hopefully not too much of a drama. Hopefully it's just something they've got to fine tune with the setup, as I touched on before, the cavitation plate, or the way maybe get the power on a bit smoother or something like that. I'm not too sure. No doubt the team will get into the details and get that fixed for the next time they're out on the water.
Indeed, but Bad Influence, he means business. As we said, Milton Gold Cup winner earlier this year, and it's a great looking piece of gear too, that Bad Influence. Second, the defending Liberty Cup champion, Nathan Barry, and hopefully unfinished business can rectify whatever problem he had that spin there earlier on, I think lap 2, but that is a very, very quick boat as well. So got some very quick times.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get wind of the qualifying times as these boats get progressed through the qualifying heats, when we find out exactly who makes it through to the hydroplanes. Quite a few feet in the air, and they're even more spectacular when they're down on the water and under power, that's for sure. So these boats, these two smaller hydroplanes, were on the list on the race board. The boat wrapped. Looks as though it's not going to be able to successfully run out on the course. He's turned the boat around into the breeze and possibly looking to stay off the race course to allow Hurricane to have its best run. So this boat testing as he heads down with the breeze. You can probably see able to run a little faster, but still very gingerly because of the water conditions. those Speedway fans out there, you might be familiar with that sound, because this engine's essentially a sprint car motor, but a little bit down in capacity, down to 5.2 litre. But that sound is pretty familiar to Speedway fans, sprint car fans, because everything that's sort of bolted onto this engine, and the result is a pretty spectacular thing out on the water. Running very light into the breeze. You just see those sponsons tiptoeing on the water. But driver Boxy Malloy treating this racecourse with the respect it needs. And a pretty sweet sounding setup for the Hurricane. Outside, 105 mile an hour boats on the course at the moment. That Buddha probably having the nose just in front at the moment. Juggernaut not letting him get too far ahead. Probably goes into the turn first, and he certainly does. Haymaker in third, and Anthony Nibbs in Eliminator, rounding out the four competitors. But it's Juggernaut out in front.
As we have the two orange boats, Juggernaut, Ian Urban, who won this class last year, and very, very successful meeting last year. He's out in front at the moment. Buddha not too far behind, and then Haymaker, who's been a regular visitor here for many, many years, rounding up the field in third. Not too sure where we've had one down on the
Eliminator Glen, yeah, the Eliminator
Haymaker
down towards Juggernaut, just on the back straightaway. Stop in the back straightaway. So no doubt, hopefully these guys, as they come out of that turn, will be able to see the boat, and plenty of room on the inside by the looks of it, as the boat slowly drifts out a little wider. But these two orange boats, Juggernaut and Buddha, out in front. Oh, a little bit of smoke by the looks of it in the Juggernaut boat, so they're not looking good.
Doing a fantastic job. It is Juggernaut out in front. Now something's gone wrong with Buddha as we speak. So Buddha is now looking like a DNF. So that puts Haymaker up into second, and now looks like Juggernaut is out as well. So it's a case of last man standing in this one. So Haymaker by default looks like he take this one if he finishes. That's all he has to do. He gets the yellow flag. We've had the three, pretty unusual really for three boats in the 105 to break down, but that's what's happened here. So Haymaker continues to run with Eliminator, also Juggernaut and Buddha, all breaking down DNFs in this one, the 105 class. Although looks like, I think that's Juggernaut got back up and going again, but still a fair way behind. So Haymaker, he looks like with half a lap to go, we'll take this one. Well, you don't want to put the curse on him as yet, but Haymaker, Gussie Vivas. And we just heard a pop down there from Buddha, so from Juggernaut. So well, he got going for half a lap, but some issues there for Juggernaut. But last man standing, checkered flag at the ready. It looks like it will be Haymaker, Gus Vivas taking out the checkered flag at this one, the 105 class.
Unfortunate situation there, certainly not for Haymaker. Fortunate for comes through to the finish line to grab the checkered flag. But as we saw the boat Juggernaut, he was heading down the back straight in that previous lap with a bit of blue smoke blowing out behind, and as he went round the turn, came to a stop, and then tried to get the boat going again. We saw a little bit of a blue smoke again as he started it up, but an unfortunate, potentially mechanically damaging issue. Not too sure what happened to Buddha. Didn't appear to have any smoke or any other sort of major dramas. but obviously pull a pin at the end of the back straightaway there. So as we mentioned, which left Haymaker to be able to take the chockies for the whole class.
Yeah, chockies for the Easter, and pretty unusual. I mean, the 105 mile an hour class, usually they're fairly reliable pieces of gear, so for 3/4 of the field to not finish, it's a little unusual, but congratulations to Gus Beavers in the Haymaker, winning this one, the 105 class. And hopefully we can get the rest of the field repaired. Disturbed, who didn't get on the river, or he's on the river but didn't get going for whatever reason. He had an issue, so hopefully we'll get him back on the river. Unmistakable sound of the GP Hydro. Troy Marland in Warlord going out to do some, basically it'll be just demo laps, but he won't be holding back. Troy, of course, jumping from the big GP Hydro to the 6 litre sick puppy. So a lot of racing for Troy over the course of the weekend, but he's one of the best in the business, is Troy Marland, and he'll be in 2 weeks' time racing at the EC Griffiths Cup. So great to have him here in Taree this weekend. He's a member of the Taree Club and loves racing in Taree as well. These craft capable of speeds up to 280 kilometres an hour. So they absolutely fly. We probably won't be seeing. You can enjoy the sound and the noise of
leader displacements. The flag has dropped and away they go. Quiv out in front. Cranky on the second place. Melody and Hot Lemon on the inside. The boat Quiver clearly out in front now. Very spectacularly presented boat, this one. Only been back on the water probably 6 months or so. This this team stepping up from an older open cockpit boat, but now getting themselves sorted with this beautifully presented outfit. The boat Cranky, also another boat that's been off the water for a while, just been fitted out with a reinforced cockpit, and now back on the water in the 5 litre class. Melody, been out on the water for a few years now in this setup, currently only running what they call their club racing motor here this weekend. The big race motor getting in the middle of a bit of a freshen up, but fantastic. They've been able to still take part in the Easter Classic here at Taree. And then Rhonda Wadovich at the wheel of Hot Lemon. Again, this is also just their B engine or backup engine, and the little carburetted 5 litre Holden motor. But Quiver gets the yellow last lap flag, clearly out in front of Cranky. The boat Melody, driven by Brian Kilpatrick, whoa, having a bit of a challenging time heading into the wind down this front straightaway. But Rhonda Wadovich in Hot Lemon rounding out the field grabs the yellow last lap flag. Justin Frankham at the wheel of Quiver down the front straightaway to take the checker flag in our first 5 litre displacement races here this weekend. So we mentioned 5 litre displacement. These engines are capped to 5,200 cc, so 5.2 litre. That's Holden motors. 5 litre Holden motors are sort of the common power plant in this class. Some 5 litre Chevs. Melody having some interesting times going into the wind on this front straightaway. And Hot Lemon rounding out the 4 starters and 4 finishers in the 5 litre displacement class. So well done. Great to see all of these boats still under power and heading back to the pits under their own steam. So as the 5 litre boats head back to the pit area, back to the ramp, we just request for a bit of a community notice. So anyone on the bank who happened to have parked their car in a slightly dubious position or in somewhere they're not supposed to, you might want to get back to your car and move it and park it in a proper allotted space. So if you know